Now, y'all know y'all are doing the absolute most. And I I think we might be a little bit out of control with this whole situation with Angel. So let's break down exactly what is happening right now and what needs to stop. And let's get into a little bit about what's going on with Shamia from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's let's dive in, y'all. You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. All right, Sky Squad, we're back in the building. I want to dive right into this whole situation with Angel. Okay, so I think it's one thing for people to maybe dislike her actions on a reality TV show, but I think it's a complete different thing to run out there and want to, like review bomb her business, especially if you haven't utilized the business. I want to, well, let's get into the comments and then I want to break some things down with regards to reality TV here and how what happens on the reality TV show is not a direct correlation to what or the way she runs her business. So let's discuss. Okay, so the neighborhood talk reports that newbie Angel Massie condemns fans for leaving negative reviews about her business because the cast girls trip was ruined. Note, I also saw this on No Chaser underscore TV. So just wanted to be able to support all the peoples. Um, so I want to get into the comments. This is her business, Wonderland Outdoors. Now, in general, it has a 4.3 star review, and that's great. But as of late, there have been some negative reviews that have come in as a result of what people have seen on TV. So one review says, based off of what you provided the ladies on Real Housewives of Potomac, I would never use your services. How do you not know how to provide basic needs? Get everyone to where they need to go and just be a good host. I think you definitely need to attend a course in hospitality. So let's address this one first. I just think that you can't base what her entire business is based off of this reality television show. And it's unfortunate because I think that there are mitigating circumstances to consider, like the fact that we don't know exactly what hand production had in this. And I don't want to blame this on production. I'm just simply saying that there could have been some gaps in A, communication, B, expectation, and C, what happened in the planning, how early these things were planned, who sent her the pen. I'm still wondering about that too. But listen, there's a lot of things. I just think that in general, when you're leaving a review on someone's business, it should likely be as a result of the experience that you personally had, not by way of a TV show that is meant for drama, for the sake of drama. Like this wasn't an exploration in, I don't know, it wasn't like this is her business and we're going to go to her business. Now, granted, she may have been very intent on promoting her business and it didn't turn out the way that she expected. But I just think that we have to be careful when we do this type of review because you haven't seen the business in action. Another one says running water isn't included. Hard pass. That rental was not even, it doesn't even sound like that rental was a part of her business. Another person says host that doesn't host, can't locate activities, can't coordinate accommodation or check on well-being of guests, avoid. Okay. Now I will admit that there were definitely, again, some gaps, definitely some gaps on the TV show. But I also think that we need to remember there's a TV show that's happening here. Lori says she didn't even know where her own experience was. She got lost 2 hours away. Angel, get yourself together, girl. Then maybe start a business. I, you know, I think that the comment here from O Chadwick says it best. Reality TV is supposed to be fun, not a digital firing squad. Housewives fans review bombing Wonderland Outdoors over Angel's Real Housewives of Potomac, Colorado trip is unhinged behavior. Every single one of these miserable people need to go touch grass. Angel then commented and said, disgusting behavior. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what I've endured from some fans this season. I don't care what anybody says. This isn't normal. Okay, so unfortunately, this is the reality TV world. So, in today's landscape, with so many things happening in the world, it's odd that someone would go to such lengths to review bomb an experience that they have not actually had themselves. That's what those reviews are for. Granted, the show did not do her a service. So I don't know if the intent was to sort of let this be a lead in advertisement for Wonderland, but I just think that when you incorporate your business into the show or a reality TV show, you kind of have to be prepared for the shenanigans of the show to play a part in the business. It's just a reality. A lot of times on these shows, you will see, like, let's say, for instance, Angel's scrub line. Not this Angel, but the Angel on Married to Medicine. Now, they fussed, tussled, and almost got to fighting at Angel's event. But that's how the event makes the show. But then the question is, does the show drama overshadow the actual event? Or does the show drama ensure that extra eyes go towards that platform, go towards that business? I mean, we could look at so many things. I could name so many examples. If you have an example that you can think of in the chat, I mean, people question why Kenya Moore did what she did at her salon opening. So the business ultimately does get impacted, and you just don't know how. It's unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate. Um, but it can also be a plus, a positive. When you look at the amount of businesses that have been opened as a result of a person being on reality TV, it can go the other way. And I hope and I pray that Angel has an opportunity to expose fans to really what her business is about. Colorado is very beautiful, y'all. Like, and I personally think she has really, really good intentions. I really, really do. I just don't know that this reality space shines the light on her in the best way. I want to see more of her, but again, I'm not willing again to throw the baby away with the bathwater. So y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Justice for Angel and Wonderland. Justice also for Shamia's back. Like, what do I mean? So y'all remember a while back we talked about this story of Shamia and taking this doctor to court over what happened to her back. So let's look at the back. These second degree burns. Y'all, this back is, I mean, like, what? I have never had I've had a chemical peel one time, but it was on the face. Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't like the process because there was just some things about it that I didn't like, and I wouldn't do it again in that same way. But your skin is gonna peel, right? But these look like real, like, burns. So I guess she felt like she had a case. So they took it to court. But now, according to court docs obtained by Us Weekly, Jing Wong Harris, the MD, denied all allegations in a response filed on December 19, 2025. So the doctor being sued by Shamea is asking the court to dismiss the case, arguing that any injuries Shamea suffered were caused by factors outside of her control. Harris said that she was present and supervising when a nurse performed the chemical peel, acknowledged that Shamea complained of discomfort, and said she applied a neutralizing spray. While Harris admitted Shamea had an unforeseen reaction, she denied liability and demanded the lawsuit be thrown out. Excuse me, y'all. My sinuses are a little crazy today. Okay. So let's discuss. A lot of times when you go in for these procedures, they will have you sign documentation that will waive any liability of these types of events happening. I don't know if you guys have ever been to such a facility, med spas, and I'm not saying that this was a med spa. I'm just simply saying that there's there's a protocol typically in place for issues like this. Shamea filed the medical malpractice lawsuit after alleging that she was negligently burned during a chemical peel at Pretty Faces Atlanta on March 13th, 2024. And she claimed that this has caused permanent scarring. She said the procedure should not have been performed due to her diagnosis of tinea versicolor and argued that she should have been referred to a dermatologist. Shamia also claimed that the peel, including multiple passes, was inappropriate for her skin type and performed without proper preparation. She alleged that the peel was too strong, done without proper supervision, but the doctor, of course, has said that she was there, resulting in second-degree burns, blistering, and permanent scarring. She said she cried in pain during the procedure, and her attorney wrote that Shamia's screams were so loud that Harris, for the first time that day, entered the room where the procedure was being performed. The filing also claims Harris told Shamea she was being dramatic and applied an unknown solution from a spray bottle. Shamea is seeking unspecified damages. Okay. Did Shamea know that she had this skin condition? And did the doctor know? And also, too, the doctor telling Shamea she's being dramatic. Ain't that what everybody was upset with Dr. Jackie about? If you recall. So that's it. I mean, is that a problem or am I wrong? I don't know. I'm just wondering based on the evidence that we see here. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Who is in the right and who is in the wrong? And y'all tell the people to stop review bombing Angel and her business. That ain't right. That ain't right. Listen, keep it locked here on this channel. I have videos coming out on my other channel, my personal channel, so you guys can watch those. I'll put that in a link for that in the description of this video. If you're looking to grow on YouTube or travel, I'll give you all those good details on that channel. We'll be doing that consistently just because it's fun. I like education and let people know what's going on. So with that being said, I will catch you in the next video.